Live. Look at them muted. Maybe they can hear us.
Maybe. But only maybe. I mean, we've had problems with that before, just saying. But
Hey, we're on time, though.
we are indeed on time.
That, never happens.
No, it doesn't. No.
That's the miracle alone.
That is literally unheard of. Absolutely, literally
Especially
unheard
considering all the craziness of the holiday season. He's adjusting things. Don't look at me. It's not my job. That's his.
Yeah, I'm looking for a panel here that I'm missing. It's
oh, no.
probably-
A panel is gone. Check your schedule.
the
Very entertaining, right?
It's
No,
there.
it is.
It's fine. Whatever. I'll stick the whole thing over here like it normally goes. I tried to do something clever and whatever.
Silly boy.
I know. What was
Clever.
I thinking?
It's still playing the music. Can they even hear us if it still plays the music?
Well, the music isn't going to them.
Where's the music going? Why
Right
even play
now,
the music?
nowhere.
Oh. Well, the messages keep popping up. That's annoying.
Right, because the app is still running. It's still playing music into an audio interface that just nobody's listening to.
So we should stop it.
I just did.
Thanks.
I mean, we could just make them pay more in royalties.
For the record,
so-
I didn't make him put all of these things up.
What things up?
All these buttons you have to press and start and make happen. That wasn't me.
Yeah, I get it. Trying to create something with, quality production value.
If it worked every time, it would be quality production value. You know what it is? It's just like you're cooking. We're like, that was
Really?
good. We're like, that was good. No.
Really?
I stabbed you in the front.
Oh, okay.
I
Fair
don't do
enough.
backstabbing. That's not my style. It's just like you're cooking though,
Uh-huh.
because you cook something and it's delicious.
Well, of course.
We're like, holy crap, this was so good.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yeah, that was pretty good. I think I need to do this thing. No, don't change it. It's
Don't
really
mess with
good
it.
right now. Yeah, it's okay. All good. Always searching for that perfection.
Fair enough. Let me do that.
See,
I'm just
perfection.
gonna-
Do you see? He's adjusting the camera.
I'm adjusting the camera. I felt like we needed to be properly centered so that people could see us.
For all the
properly.
nobody who comes live to see it.
Well, I mean,
They're going to watch it on YouTube later.
right. It's going to be there forever. Once it's on the internet,
Forever.
it never goes away.
It's only if it's something interesting. I mean, let's think
okay.
about that for a second.
That's fair.
And our
That's fair.
updates are really cool,
Super cool.
like that month. Then they're out of date instead of updates. See how that works? They're not.
Well, I mean, they're history. They're they provide context and historical value about the incredible literary works of this company. I don't understand
They are
what
pretty
you're
good.
not understanding here. Jeez.
They're pretty good, though.
Yeah,
We got some good stuff going
we
on.
do have some good stuff.
You know what we did?
What did we do?
We signed 2 new authors.
We did.
We did! 2 new authors. They write together. They have a dystopian near future YA. And it is.
I got a question.
Yes.
How do they both hold the pen?
It's a computer. Each
Oh,
takes one half of the keyboard.
One half of the keyboard.
One's left hand, one's right hand.
Got it.
And
Okay.
that's how they
okay.
get the book written. It's
Got it.
not how they do it. Or if it is, they're way cooler than even I thought they were. So, but yes, it's Shelley Campbell and Megan King. And I was immediately attracted to the voice because the main POV, IRS, I just read that as IRS. Her
Awesome.
name is not IRS, it's Iris.
IRS would make it a horror film or a horror book. Yeah.
A whole other story. Man, if we still have the IRS in the near future, what are we doing? Anyways. Let's see. The main POV, Iris, has an ADHD brain just like mine. Do you see this podcast? Anyways, it's the most realistic version I've ever seen in fiction. Iris must learn to turn her weaknesses into strengths if she's to survive in her post-solar flare community built on buying and selling information. Information is power.
Information is indeed power.
And the first novel in this series is set to release in August, and we can't wait for you to dig in. To learn more about Shelley and Megan and their creative adventures, please check out our blog on curseddragonship.com. So we asked them some questions so y'all could get to know them better. So I could get to know them better because it's fun.
Absolutely. We like getting to know our authors.
That's right.
Pretty cool. So, speaking of authors, we've got another one. Kisto, you remember him from Accidental Murderer in Apartment 43.
34.
I'm dyslexic.
We're both reading so well today.
Yeah. Anyway, so because we can't read, what we've done is
someone else read it for
we
us.
had someone else read it for us. So the audiobook is done,
Yay!
edited, ready to go. We're just waiting on the platform to approve the files. Once that's done, which could be right now. It could have happened
now.
while we were standing right here.
I'm sure they're working on Sunday. After Christmas.
Well, it's Amazon.
We are, technically. It's not Amazon. I mean, Amazon owns them, but it's not Amazon's managing
Amazon.
company that runs it.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. But once it's approved, you'll be able to listen to it wherever fine audiobooks come from.
Audiobook trees.
Absolutely.
Just like money.
Just like money. So Kisto hand-picked Sam Rosenthal, the narrator for the book. And Sam does an absolutely fantastic job of bringing Roger's anxiety to life as he tries to come to terms with his new roommate, the ghost of the girl he accidentally murdered.
Oops.
Yeah. That seems like a big accident.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah. Yeah. It might be good to listen to this, because then you can be all wrapped up nice and snug in a blanket with some hot chocolate, and you might have to hide under the blanket at parts. Absolutely.
You don't have to worry about dropping the book because you've got freaked out.
True. True.
There's benefits to
Or
audiobook.
when your own personal ghost taps you on the shoulder.
That's right. I'm trying to listen to audiobook. Leave me alone. It's awesome. And Kevin Petway.
Who's that guy?
He's awesome as who he is. You know Kevin Petway. You finally get to meet him in person in February.
In person. For real.
It'll be so cool. And there'll be multiple Kevins all in the same room.
I know.
It's going to be very confusing.
Oh, it's going to be
I'm
great.
going to have to give you all nicknames.
There will be a critical mass of Kevin.
Or we can let Kevin Petway give everyone nicknames because he's much more clever than I am. And so book 4 in the Misplaced Mercenary series, Illusions of Decency, is up for pre-order now.
Awesome.
So you can order your copy right now. If you're watching this, you're like, I don't want to miss out. I need to do it. You can do it right now.
Absolutely.
The official release is Tuesday, January 4th, where we'll have Kevin on 20 Questions with your favorite author to launch it. And Kevin's outdone himself with this novel.
Where does that happen?
Right here.
Right. Like here.
Like live on Twitch.
I know.
If you're on YouTube, sorry, it's not live on YouTube. It's live on Twitch.
So check it out on Twitch.
It's really fun.
8 p.m. Central, U.S. Central Time.
Tuesdays.
Twitch.tv/CursedDragonship. So keep going. Sorry. I just had to plug the show.
That's fair. Because we interview these awesome people, and if you're missing out, you're missing out.
Yeah. We've had some great
Dakota Crowd was
interviews.
awesome last
Oh,
week.
he was fantastic.
And we have John Osborne this week. So, you don't want to miss out. But this book, Kevin has outdone himself. It follows the tale of a practitioner of the forbidden magic rune crafting, Morholt, who must save his ex-girlfriends. There's multiple.
Well, I mean...
He's so cute, though, because Morholt fall in love with the girl, and he's going to be with her forever, so he teaches her rune crafting. Right? So then they both have this magical thing that they're sharing.
Of course.
And then the relationship does not last.
Well...
It's usually his fault.
Well...
Not always, but usually.
Yeah.
And then he goes off and meets a new girl and falls in love, and guess what he does with her?
He teaches her to craft runes?
Yes, he does!
I mean, they do say share your hobbies.
It's really cool.
I mean...
But now this is years later, and rune crafting is forbidden, so the zealots are now off killing all the rune crafting people, so guess who they're also off to kill?
Wait. The guy's brilliant. He never has to worry about running into an ex-girlfriend. He just has the zealots kill them all.
You better watch it. You're going to have to move out of Texas. All your exes.
All my exes.
But so it's really cool. So you get to have Morholt was in the last book, so he was one of the mercenaries, but he's like a star in this one. It's really cool.
Nice.
And Sarah, of course, is in it as well. Sarah's amazing. Anyone who's read any will know Sarah, so she gets to learn a little bit more. And while on the road, she's visited by a mysterious figure who looks remarkably like Sarah herself when she was a child. Very cool. And guess what? Keen and Megan, they got kids. I have to quote Varsity Blues. I can't help it.
Wee ones.
Yes, Keen and Megan had kids. Can you imagine?
That's, yeah.
And the little tiny versions of themselves, yeah, they just might steal the whole show, which is totally fitting for Keen's children. I mean, it works. They should be stealing because that's what he would recommend. And it has everything you want. You know, it's a fantasy story. It's got magic, odd friendships, bad guys who aren't so bad, good guys who aren't so good, and, of course, mischief. Lots of mischief.
Kevin Petway? Mischief?
I know. So much fun. So if you missed the cover reveal, head to cursedragonship.com/YouTube and catch up on the fun. So it's on there and he talks a little bit more about it.
Awesome.
Probably more succinctly.
Well, I mean, what fun is that?
Mischief.
So, coming up in March, we make...
Already?
I know. We make plans in advance. March of 2022.
Whew. Good. It's a whole year away. I'm fine.
Whole year away.
Plenty
it's
of
still
time.
not even 2022 yet. It's just, 4 or 5 days. It's fine. Whatever. We have a new book by this rarely seen aspiring writer who nobody knows who it is. Complete unknown.
I give up. Who are we talking about?
We totally discovered her years ago. And have spent decades nurturing that little seed of inspiration.
And we've still failed.
Well, there's inspiration.
Oh, that's true. There's a lot of inspiration.
Yeah. And she's done great things. Like this one. Which, if you aren't aware, the author is standing right next to me. Oh, sorry, right here. The Healer is the name of the book. It's book 2 in the Emergence series, following the life of empath Fauna Young as she tries to figure out what her powers are and where she belongs. So we get to meet her brother, Forrest, who is pretty awesome. I
mean, he thinks he's awesome.
Well, it's awesome that we get to meet her brother.
Oh, yes.
Right?
That's fair.
Fauna used to travel with him to con people with her empathic abilities into believing she could talk to the dead. Which, I mean, kind of, sort of,
I mean, the memories of the dead.
Sure. Yeah. Well, now he has a new partner, since Fauna had bigger and better things to do. But his new partner seems to be able to heal. Good old faith healing. Laying on of hands. Mm-hmm. Is this a new con? Or is this one actually real? Meanwhile, mysterious deaths linked from the last time Forrest was in town forces Fauna to confront her fears that her brother is more than just a con artist. Because, yeah, that's fun. My brother the murderer. What? He might also be a murderer. Stephanie's working on the cover for this one. Yes. So looking forward to that.
Me too.
She has done amazing things. Mm-hmm. So we will be revealing that cover in January at some point. Probably on a Sunday. So stay tuned for that.
Yay.
It'll be very exciting. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to it.
Now, your famous writer, who's beside you, has to go back to baking.
Baking?
Or cleaning. I mean, I could do some cleaning. Hey, I got a lot of work to do, too.
That's true. Which means the baking and cleaning might happen.
Might happen. Or, yeah. Or I could just be honest and say, I'm just going to go play Witcher. That's probably what I'm going to be going to do right now.
'Tis the season.
Hey, it's holiday. It's vacation.
It's holiday. It's holiday vacation. This is when you do it.
Tomorrow.
I don't have to go back to work until next year.
love him. I totally love him. I totally love him. That's all right. He can clean during break.
I have a lot of stuff to do. I really have no idea what I'm going to be doing this week.
Oh, I have a list.
Actually, so do I.
Do you?
I do actually have a list. I have a list. Yeah. It's a whole bunch of stuff. But yes, I'm looking forward to
not having to have a 9 o'clock stand up.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Although I stand up a lot at my desk anyway.
But that one's required. It's true. Different when it's required.
But sometimes I cheat and I sit down for it.
Oh, you rebel.
I know. I am a rebel.
Such a rebel.
I'm going to get fired now. It's fine.
It's fine. Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for putting up with us. Go read more books. We have lots of funds coming out. Funds coming out.
Many funds.
Many funds coming out.
Many funds.
And so do a lot of our friends. And you will meet them on 20 Questions with Your Favorite Author.
Absolutely. So, New Year's.
New Year's.
Yeah. New Year's is a time for resolutions.
Oh.
I think all of you should resolve to read more books.
Yes, me too. I think that's very healthy resolution.
Absolutely. It's good for you.
It is.
Good for the brains.
So they say. Empathy, too. It's good for empathy.
Absolutely. Yep.
We could all use a little more empathy.
The world could use a little more empathy. Indeed.
Awesome.
On that note.
We talk about resolutions next week when we're maybe a little hungover.
No, totally not. No. Anyway. Bye, y'all.